I think last month's session was amazing. And I've actually connected with Richard after the session that he had. And we spoke a lot about the importance of culture in organizations and how that impacts everything that you do. And I kind of also want to link it to what Fred was just talking about now, because I think what happens a lot of the time in organizations is that they will onboard people and they teach them all the technical skills. They teach them how to make a great burger or how to service a car or how to do whatever they do, but they don't teach them how to run their businesses. And the whole culture thing is part of that. Like, how do I get inducted into what the values, what the mission, what the culture is of the business? And so it's really important that besides the technical stuff that people are being trained when they onboard a new franchisee, they need to understand the culture, but they also need to understand other elements of the business, how to market, all the human resources stuff that goes with it. Because often new franchisees will really be coming from corporates, or some lucky ones have inherited a lot of money. Then they don't have to worry about the funding. Those are few and far between. But without the skills that they need to run the businesses effectively, like financial management, etc., they end up losing. I've seen in my career, because I've worked on the franchisor side for many years, I've seen so many people lose their pension funds, lose their inheritances, because they aren't really brought into the business fully, and they don't actually understand how to run the business from every angle. And so I think, yes, it's about aligning that. And also with regard to the culture, you don't want to be, some people have very specific beliefs and ways of doing things, and so do businesses. And so if you find that you go into a business where your values or your kind of background doesn't align with what they're doing, that also causes massive conflict in that relationship. And so I do think that's what we can do, to drive the whole franchise industry forward, is to make sure that we, allow people to be supported when they take that risk and invest in a franchise, and make sure that because there are still fly-by-nights I've heard last week about someone who was selling franchises that doesn't even have a basic operations manual, and you can't do that, but it's still happening. And so we just get a bad rep in the industry at the end of the day, in business, as franchising. And so the more we can do to formalize it and get that recognition, the better for everyone, in my opinion. I also think that that whole relationship is so key, where people understand that when you're working with franchisees, they're not your employees. And so you have to deal with them in a very different way. You are essentially business partners, and the better they do, the better you're going to do. And so that's why it's important to make sure that you kind of see each other as one business, not the franchisees are over there and I'm the franchisor over here, because that never works in the long run. My name's Roz Sandham, and I'm from the Franchise Training Co. We specialize in training for franchisees in business acumen, and also franchisor staff. So the franchisor staff that go and support the franchisees, there's a whole set of skills that they need in order to be successful in those roles and really add value. And that's what we specialize in. We do operational finance, and we do managing franchisee performance. And you can check out our website if you'd like to have a look and see the full range of courses. And then we also do a lot of training material development for clients. So if people have a great ops manual, but they haven't actually put it into training yet, we do that. And we also have an online platform that we can load stuff on for the use of our various clients. And what brought me here today is, I think last time I really enjoyed the conversation. And so it's really just to connect with other people and hear what's going on in the industry, because as a training company, it's important that, we know what's happening out there. So thank you very much.